Hello guys, it is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video, and I have been tagged once again. I was tagged by my really good friend, Rob, also known as MovieReviewTime. This is the very first tag that he's created. He's new to these. So I hope you guys enjoy my answers to this tag that my good buddy Rob created. And it's basically a remake tag where he basically asked, do you prefer the original or the remake? I know it's 27 questions. These are, and then he also threw in a bonus one as well. So anybody out there who hasn't seen Rob's videos yet, because I know Horrific Nightmares JM has been there. He's subscribed to Rob and my buddy Alex, things like that. But for anybody who hasn't seen Rob's channel yet, he's a really good friend of mine. He's been a supporter of mine for many years. So I'm gonna, like any of the newer people out there, you know, BRONCOJUGGALO talks movies, I'm gonna tag him. Sean Erschen, I'm gonna tag him. Lisa Loves, I'll tag her as well. TheLastShoeGazer, I'll tag him. Things like that. So they're the main ones I'm gonna tag. And if you haven't seen Rob's channel yet, then go give him some support. He's a really good friend of mine. He's been a supporter of mine for a long time. So I hope you guys enjoy my answers to these questions, and I hope Rob enjoys them too. So let's get on to it. Question number 1: the Amityville Horror from the set from 1979 or the one from 2005? I have to go with the original version from the 70s because I just love that one so much. You know, Margot Kidder, James Brolin. It's just a really good cast. I was not a fan of the remake with Ryan Reynolds. I just thought that was just an unnecessary remake in my opinion. I just much prefer the original. Question number 2: Black Christmas from 1974 or the 2006 remake? That's without a doubt easily the original one from the 70s. I love the original 70s one by Bob Clark. I'm actually one of the few that actually do like the remake. I know I'm one of the only few that do. But if I had to choose one, I would have to go with the original Black Christmas. Just a really great cast, really great direction by Bob Clark, really great slow burn slasher film. Question number 3: Dawn of the Dead from 1978 or the 2004 movie? That's a really tough one because I really like both of them equally, but I kind of have to go more towards the original Dawn of the Dead because I just love Ken Foree and I love the whole setting in the mall. But I also really enjoyed the remake because it's more of an action movie. I think Zack Snyder did a great job with the remake, but you can't go wrong though with the original one by George Romero. But I much prefer, like I said, the original. Question number 4: The Evil Dead from 81 or 2013? That's without a doubt the original Evil Dead. I mean, Bruce Campbell as Ash is just so classic. I mean, whenever I think of the Evil Dead, there's only Bruce Campbell as Ash. The remake was really good too, but the original, you can't beat the original. Question number 5: The original Fog from 1980 or the one from 2005? That's without a doubt the original one from 1980. The remake was a big pile of farts. It was one gigantic fart, and it burned my eye. It burned the hair off my eyebrows because that's how stinky it was. The original Fog is so good. Great ghost story, really good cast. It's directed by John Carpenter. Love the original Fog. Question number 6: Friday the 13th, 1980, parts 1 through 3, or the 2009 remake? This is a really good one too because the 2009 remake was basically the first 3 films all in one movie. I have to go with the first 3 films in the series from 80 to 82. I do enjoy the remake quite a bit, but I really like the cast in the first 3 films, like Adrienne King, Larry Zerner who played Shelley, Amy Steele, Dana Kimmel, Catherine Parks who played Vera. I like Richard Brooker as Jason, but I really like Derek Mears as Jason, but I kind of have to go more towards Friday the 13th, parts 1 through 3 on that one. Question number 7: Fright Night 85 or 2011? That's without a doubt the original Fright Night. Just love that one. I love Chris Sarandon. The remake was really good too with Colin Farrell, but you can't beat the original one with Chris Sarandon. Question number 8: The original Halloween or the Rob Zombie remake? That's without a doubt the original. I've talked about this before when I was doing my Blackest Eyes tag, which is a tag I did not too long ago, and I just did not care the way that Rob Zombie portrayed Michael Myers. I got more into that when I did that tag, so if you want more of an explanation, just go check out that tag. But I just love the original one so much. Question number 9. The Hills Have Eyes from 77 or 2006? You know, I was really one of those people that wasn't too big. I mean, I like the original Hills Have Eyes, but it's not like a film I watch a whole lot. I actually prefer the remake more, because I saw the remake first. And, you know, I just love that how, like, the whole third act was like a revenge action movie and things like that. And it has a really great cast. Ted Levine, Kathleen Quinlan, Dan Bird, Vanessa Shaw. I really like the cast in the remake. But I really do like Michael Berryman and Dee Wallace in the original one. But I have to choose one. I go towards more the remake. Number 10, the original picture or the remake? That's without a doubt the original one from '86 with Rutger Hauer and C. Thomas Howell, because I just think that one was just far more creepier, because it was more about C. Thomas Howell by himself against this one guy, rather than the whole movie being it 2 against 1 like the remake. But I think Sean Bean does a good job as the Hitcher in the remake, but I think Rutger Hauer did a far better job, in my opinion, in the original Hitcher. Number 11, House of Wax from 53 or 2005? I like the one from 2005 the best, because I only saw the one with Vincent Price once or a couple times before, and I do like the original, but I've seen the remake many times before. I love the whole finale when the whole house is melting and things like that, because it's all made of wax and it's like melting, and the two leads have to get out of there when the whole place is burning. I love the remake. Number 12, House on Haunted Hill from the 50s or the 90s? I have to go more towards the remake from 1999, because I like the original one from 59, but I do like the 99 remake better, because that was the first one I saw, and I really like the cast of that one too. Especially Chris Kattan. I Spit on Your Grave from 78 or the one from 2010. I have to go with the one from the 70s, because I really like Camille Keaton, but I also think Sarah Butler did a great job, but I much prefer Camille Keaton. 14, The Last House on the Left from 72 or 2009. I have to go with the original one from the 70s, because I really like David Hess, and I also really enjoy Wes Craven, because I miss Wes Craven as a director, so I have to go more towards that one. Number 15, My Bloody Valentine from 81 or 2009. Without a doubt, the original one. The remake was alright, but it wasn't really like a film that was like much home to run home about. The original one's far better. Number 16, Night of the Living Dead from 1968 or 1990. I kind of have to go more towards the 1990 one, because that was the one I watched the most. I really do enjoy the original one from the 60s by George Romero, but the one from the 90s with Tom Savini directing it, and yet people like, you know, Tony Todd and things like that, I just love the remake better. Number 17, A Nightmare on Elm Street from 84 or 2010. Like I said, just like the Fog remake, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake was a big pile of farts too. The original one was far better. That's a pretty easy one, in my opinion. Number 18, The Omen from 76 or 2006. That's without a doubt the one from 76. The 2006 one was another big pile of farts, because it was basically the Psycho remake. Shot for shot, line for line, things like that. Number 19, Poltergeist from 1982 or 2015. Without a doubt the original one from 82. You know, Heather O'Rourke, Craig T. Nelson, things like that. The remake just had nothing to it. The original one was far creepier, and it was directed very well by Tobe Hooper. Number 20, Psycho from 1960 or 1998. Like I said, with the Elm Street remake and the Fog remake, the Psycho remake was a big pile of farts, and the original one from 1960 was a lot better by Alfred Hitchcock. Just much better. The remake was just basically line for line and exactly the same scenes, only in color and different actors. That's all it was. Number 21, The Stepfather from 1987 or the 2009 remake. That's without a doubt the original one from the 80s with Terry O'Quinn. Not a fan of the remake. Terry O'Quinn was a far better stepfather. Ooh, this is a tough one here. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 74 or 2003. Without a doubt, for me it's the original film because it's such a classic film, but I really do enjoy the 2003 remake a lot. So that's kind of a toss-up, but I kind of go more towards the original film. But both films are really good in different ways. Number 23, When a Stranger Calls from 79 or 2006. I like the original version with Carol Kane. Really do enjoy that one a lot better. The remake was alright, but... Number 24, Carrie from 76 or 2013. Without a doubt, the original one with Sissy Spacek by Brian De Palma. I mean, that's just self-explanatory. Just a classic. The Fly from 1958 or 1986. That's without a doubt the one from 86 by David Cronenberg. I really love that one. Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis. It's a really great love story. You feel sorry for Seth Brundle. The whole transformation at the end, when it's like so cool. Really cool transformation scene. But the original one was also really good too with Vincent Price, but I have to go more towards the remake. Number 26, Prom Night from 80 or 2008. That's without a doubt the original one from 80. Even though that wasn't a film that I watched a whole lot either, the remake was a pile of farts as well. But I like the one from the 80s. And the last one was number 27, It from 1990 or the one from 2017. I really do enjoy both of these, but I had to choose one. I had to go with the one with Tim Curry from the 90s because that was the one I saw the most growing up as a kid. I watched that one the most. But I really do love the new one. I'm really excited for the new It Chapter 2 one. And since I'm at the end, I'll do the bonus one. The Mummy from 32, 99, or 2017. That's without a doubt, though. I have to go with the one from 99 with Brendan Fraser because that was the one. That was a film I grew up with a lot as a kid. And that was just a film that was a part of my childhood. I remember seeing that trailer a lot on pay-per-view back in the day when it was first new, and I remember watching it, and I remember falling in love with it. I remember being blown away by the special effects at the time and things like that. I think the effects still hold up to this day, too. Once in a while, you see a little bit of outdated CGI, but the 90s one I have a lot of fun with. That's without a doubt my favorite Mummy film. So there you guys have it. So those are my answers to these questions. So thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Alright guys, take care.